Hey everybody, Dan here for comicfrontline.blogspot.com, and I am here to give you what I had bought for the last couple of weeks. I did Asbury Park Comic Con last week. There was a lot to do to prepare for it, so I did not get to do my whole video. And with Easter this weekend, it just seemed like I kept falling behind on stuff. But I'm here to catch up now with what I bought for the last couple weeks. So let's go with the previous week, starting with the independents as we like to do. We have Savage Dragon, number 194. It's been a good title. His son Malcolm Dragon has taken over as Savage Dragon, so I have to say Eric Larson isn't just resting on his laurels. He seems to be trying to delve into different themes and topics. Have to say the book is still doing very well, and there's a backup story, Barbaric and Ricochet. They were characters longtime readers will recognize from Freak Force, which was a book that they were putting out, kind of a spin-off title from Savage Dragon. And I picked that one up. Bloodshot and Hardcore number 21, purely picking it up for the Tom Rainey art. Tom Rainey, one of my favorite comic artists working today. He does the art, I buy the book. That's how it works. DC, Superman, Wonder Woman number 7. The storyline has been okay. I'm not so big on constant Krypton storylines, which Superman seems to have spiraled into. Krypton. So yeah, the whole thing with General Zod and Ursula, whatever, wasn't. I guess it tied in with the movies. Good for people who want to see more of that. I don't know how he lost his nose and gets it back, even with solar radiation. But I'm still aboard with the book, so I guess I'm doing something right. Okay. X Factor, number 6. Still haven't caught up on reading this book, but I like the art enough that I know I'm going to purchase it. Same can be said with Thunderbolts. Paco Medina doing the art. Oh, no, not Paco Medina this time. Paco Diaz, rather, doing the art. And I really enjoy his work, so I am down for that. Same thing can be said for David Lopez doing Captain Marvel. And Marcus Toe doing New Warriors. I guess I like the concept of New Warriors as well, because I don't think purely on Marcus Toe I'd be buying it, but it's been good. And talking about great artist, Todd Nauck, another guy who I'll buy anything he puts out. Nightcrawler number 1. What's odd to me is that this cover is by Chris Samney, who I heard on a podcast interview recently, a nice guy and everything like that. For my money, Todd Nauck is a better artist. So to have a Chris Samney cover with Todd Nauck interior, I've seen a lot of companies do the opposite with fantastic art on the cover and not so great on the inside. Marvel seems to have a history of doing this, because I remember Paul Pelletier issues of the Hulk that had John Romita Jr. covers on them. So I don't know what Marvel's rationale is, but again, if I know the interior artist is good enough, regardless of the cover art, I pick it up. Joe Mad doing the cover and the interior of Inhuman number 1. And again, enough for me to get the book. All right, delving into this week now. We are all caught up so quickly. Executive Assistant Iris, number 4. Again, another purely art-based book for me. I flip through it each time, and if I'm liking what I see, I pick it up. I know it doesn't do much for the storyline, but for the most part, I pick it up more often than not. Talking about, though, written purchases for, pretty much motivated by the writer. As I've stated before, this is Dark Horse Presents number 35. And writer Michael T. Gilbert does Mr. Monster. He does the art as well, but here's one that's like so writer-based that I will pay $8.99 for 8 pages of the story, because Michael T. Gilbert just always delivers great story with Mr. Monster, great concept. So Dark Horse Presents, if they do end up collecting all the Mr. Monster, then I guess someone will get all my Dark Horse Present issues at a great price on eBay. But in actuality, some issues have had Nexus and some other properties that aren't that bad that I enjoy. But again, for the most part, Dark Horse Presents has been for Mr. Monster. Okay, God is Dead number 11. As I've stated, this has been a battle of different mythological pantheons. Big mythology buff, if you are as well. That's a very interesting concept, and they're doing it very well. So I would recommend the book for those mythology buffs like myself. And we got a Terry Dodson cover on Ghost. Now here's one where, as more usual, the cover is a bit better than the interior. The interior isn't bad, but Terry Dodson, again, pretty much a guy who I will buy whatever he puts out, and he did a fantastic job on this cover, so I bought the book. And I like the Ghost property. So World's Finest number 22. Okay, I've been with this book since the beginning, and story and art have both been well done. Talking about a story that I'm not that hot on, I don't need to go into 0 year. Again, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo are a great creative team, so I've been sticking with it, but I really didn't need to go in reverse and get this whole 0 year storyline. Amanda Conner, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Chris Hardin have been a good creative team and kind of an offbeat book for Harley Quinn. So I'm still in with that. Shifting to Marvel, all new X-Men number 25. Has a range of artists within this book. So did flip through it. Looked very good. Mighty Avengers. Greg Land was back doing the art. I do enjoy Greg Land's art. Even though he didn't do the past few issues, I was happy to see him return on this. Amazing X-Men number 6. And this dealt a bit with Nightcrawler and his family background and him coming back to life. And, that's just from flipping through it. I could see all that. So I picked it up. Been following that story. Bendis and Bocciolo doing Uncanny X-Men. That's a good combo. I've been following Mahmoud Assar. He did Supergirl before this, and he's been doing a great job on this book as well. Jason Aaron, Esad Ribic doing Thor. Great story and art. So I don't always give praise to stories. Sometimes it seems like a lot of the books are just event based, and they don't really go out of their way to give you a great story, but I've been enjoying this one. Nova. Okay, I've been buying this book since the beginning. There's been a lot of great artists on this. David Baldion is good enough for me to stick with it. And the story has been pretty good as well. And talking of Terry Dodson covers, we got X-Men number 13. Another fantastic Terry Dodson cover. He can do no artistic wrong. All right. Hulk #1. Maybe they got me suckered in a little bit to check out the Hulk, which I haven't been getting in a while. And I did flip through it. Bagley's always a good artist. Story looked like it might have been a good premise, but then when I really flipped through it a bit more, I don't think I'm going to be that hot on this story. But I will read it and give it a try. The Wedding of Deadpool. I don't usually like any Deadpool books. This Deadpool has the world record setting cover for the most characters. I don't know if that's counting trades, because I don't know how many George Perez had on the Crisis trade. The one that Alex Ross painted over. I thought because there'd be so many artists that I'd find something I liked. There's a few pages I liked in this, but for the most part, the concept and the artist were not for me. All right. That ended all the books that I picked up, but I did get some Kickstarter rewards that I had pledged for. Ninja High School 176. It was put out through previews. I did order it through Kickstarter. 176, you can see here, has this Days of Future Past homage with all the Ninja High School characters on this. And also on the reward level, I got Ninja High School version 2 collection. I pretty much think I have all these issues already in comic book form, but I picked it up. Let's see if I got that other thing handy. What it came with. It came with, this is pretty cool. The book came with a diploma from Quagmire High School, which is the school in the comic, Ninja High School. So that was pretty cool. I think that was a great incentive. And another Kickstarter book that I had ordered. I had a couple issues already, but when you put out the pricing, it made sense to get Brandy Bear issues 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Joe Picard, he had done some Argo 5 work, some pinups. Brandy Bear, he does a great art style. Having gotten the first couple issues through Indie Planet, I enjoyed them, so I was down for this. I think he had reached some stretch goals, so we got a few art prints, and some postcards that came in also. So overall, that was pretty good. Let's see. As I said, last week I was at Asbury Park Comic Con, and I had done a Superman drawing here, and Argo Comics artist Jam was with me. She had done Rick from Walking Dead and Daryl from Walking Dead. So that's some more work we got done there. Jam had also done a Winter Soldier that sold. I had done a Red Hood that sold. So those are gone. But yeah, overall, it was an enjoyable convention. Saw Dante from Clerks walking out of the hotel when I was walking in. It's pretty cool to see him. Overall, nice weather, nice location, good food trucks. Everything went pretty smooth over there. I have pictures up on the Argo Comics Facebook page from the convention, so you can just search Argo Comics on Facebook and you get to see some pics. And that about does it. Caught up now with the hauls. And you can go to comicfrontline.blogspot.com for more Comic Frontline news, reviews, and entertainment. Thanks a lot.